Welcome, welcome to Renee in Tune. I am Zin Uru Renee, and this is going to be a need to know for the current new moon happening in Capricorn, I believe. So, this energy is the kind of energy that starts roughly 3 days prior to, starts revving up and coming in, and it lasts and lingers a few days afterwards as well. I'd say Capricorn energy is so interesting because this is a Saturn year that we're in. This is an 8 year, which is the year of empowerment. Saturn is ruled by Capricorn, or Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. It's Capricorn energy. So we just have like Saturn upon Saturn upon Saturn. So there is this energy of coming into this, the start of 2024, even though it's, still the winter time, it's still the time when things are like in the ground, just having grown roots and, the foundations being laid of things. It's not necessarily the actual start of the year, the seasonal year, which is springtime when things start to really bloom and blossom. So you're in this space of, building your foundations or having already built a foundation, and now just kind of like letting these things just develop and letting them fester. And this moon comes, and we ended the last year off, the 7 year, which was about personal development, growth, spiritual growth, just becoming aware of self. You know what I mean? It had nothing to do with material possessions. It had nothing to do with physical success. It was all about just pushing us past our limits. And here we are now. We ended that year off with a full moon, and that was the second full moon of the last month. It was, that happens every so often. Like that's what you would call a blue moon. And I think that it brought us into 2024 with a bang. So everybody is just kind of like, okay, like, expressing themselves, just popping out, just doing more interacting, doing more sharing, letting their light shine. And I think that that's kind of what it's been like for the past week. And now we're coming into a bit of reflection. So it's like, okay, reflecting upon where we're at, what we're leaving behind. I think you've kind of done a lot of that already. So we're kind of in this space of, what we're dealing with now, kind of taking stock of where we're at now, and then, moving forward, what's happening moving forward. And the new moon is always a good time to reflect. It's always a good time to go into introspections, kind of take stock of things internally and externally as well, because they go hand in hand. And so, with that being said, let's dive in. Well, before we do, I'll say this, that Saturn energy is all about, overall, it winds up being about reciprocation. So it's about you getting back the energy that you put in, and it does require hard work. It is can be a delayed process because Saturn slows things down. It's going to highlight everything on the journey, right? It's not going to make it easy. You know what I mean? It's something that you put work into, but all of that work and all of those things that you've been putting into the things you've been laying foundations on, as of late, those things are going to come back to you. And I think that the receptivity process can sometimes be even a little more speedy than that laying down of foundation or those planting of seeds that you've been doing for some time. So think about what you've been doing. Think about what you've been putting your energy into. Think about what you've been working at for quite some time now. This is what's being addressed now. And I think that the energy is spicy. It's physical, and it's fast, right? We've got a lot of fire and energy here, and we've got some pentacle energy, some earth energy. So we've got some grounded energy, Ace of Pentacles. So many of you have come into a new opportunity for physical, tangible growth. So this could be the start of a new job, the start of a new career path, the start of a new creative project, but the actual like monetizing of it, because those wands are the creativity. This pentacle is really about physical, tangible stability, right? Opportunities for stability. So this also can be the start of new connections for many of you with these Ace of Pentacles here. So many of you are coming into the start of something new. Okay, the start of something new that is valuable and is going to bring something stable and tangible into your life. Whether that's commitment, whether that's connection, whether that's career, or actual physical possessions, money, and things of that nature. You feel like you've had a lot coming at you with the Seven of Wands here. So there's all this like fire, lots of fire energy. And yes, there's been obstacle upon obstacle upon obstacle. Some of you, this is people in your life just kind of throwing their 2 cents in, just or being negative about whatever you're doing, or even just like accusing you of this or that, maybe because you don't have the same viewpoints or things of that nature, or just hurdle after hurdle. And you've been relentless, and spirit is like rewarding you, you know what I mean? Like, keep going. And also reminding you to stand up for what you believe in, stand up for who you are, stand up for yourself, stand up for the work that you're doing, stand up for these things. You know what I mean? You don't have to adjust for the standards that anyone else is setting upon you, because this is your life. These are your standards. You know what I mean? So Spirit is saying, be willing to stand up for the things that you feel passionate about, because those fiery wands are about passion. And you have opportunities to bring those things into the physical, tangible world. You have opportunities showing up right now as we speak to materialize the things that you've been passionate about, that you've had to work for, that you've experienced maybe a little bit of, a rough road to get to, and you've been standing up for. Okay, so continue to do so. Some of you may question whether or not you were doing the right thing, or you've been on the right track and things were a little rough, and you might say, well, should I just go do it that way? Should I just settle for this? And it's like, oh, hell no, absolutely not. Because why? Six of Wands. Because success is coming in. I mean, it's just like flushing in is what I want to say. Success. Okay, big success. Six of Wands is about progression. It's about promotion. So some of you are going to receive a promotion in your position. And the new moon, again, is about reflection and introspection. So you're taking stock of all that you've learned, all that you've experienced, and what you want moving forward. So this is a great time for you to set some intentions. It's a great time for you to release things that are not conducive to the journey that you're on, and with love, because there's no need to I think sometimes we can get overprotective of ourselves, and it's more so this Seven of Wands energy. It's just standing up for yourself. It's like, with love, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? You can do what you're going to do kind of energy. You know what I mean? So not really focusing on the things that aren't aligning with us, and not really putting too much attention into it. You know what I mean? Not in the sense of where we're indulging in it, but also not in the sense of where we're so anti and against it that it's now consuming us and it's interfering with what we got going on. So that's something to remember, especially with this new moon, releasing those tensions, releasing those places where you're consumed or overly focused on things that just, you know what I mean, ain't doing you no benefit to do that. But also just taking stock. I feel like this new moon is specifically about taking stock, on where you are, like just where you are right now, being here in the moment. Where am I right now? You know what I mean? What's happening right now? Because with that, like with you being able to be present and in the moment and be in your heart space and feeling your passions, that's the ultimate. And spending time there, spending time, festering in that energy as opposed to distractions, that is going to really manifest opportunities that you've already kind of, planted the seeds for to create these physical, tangible materializations. You know what I mean? These opportunities to stabilize your career and stabilize your relationships. Also your home life, I'm hearing for some of you. But you're also going to have opportunities to create, because when you're in this moment, you are feeling it. You're feeling yourself, and you're hearing your own thoughts. You're hearing your own intuitive guidances, and you're feeling creative. You get inspired, you get ideas, and you can hear those things and feel those things, and you can take the time to create. And so you're stepping into an energy of creation with this Ace of Wands. Okay, I like it. I mean, arts, music, poetry, writing books, playwrights, filmography, podcasts, just conversations with other people. Like, these are ways for you to create. Some of you are having ideas that I can't even think of, because you're just so innovative, and you're so progressive, and you're just like going to create something that nobody else around you thought of, and it's just going to be beneficial for everybody. Also, for some of you, there's some spice coming into your life. Okay. All right, there's an opportunity to connect. There's an opportunity to become intimate, to feel sensual energy with another being, to have the primitive, primal creativity within yourself, touched and tickled and inspired. The spark. I love it. I love it. But remember to continue to stand up for those passions. Continue to stand firm in those passions, right? Because there's so much opportunity here. Ooh, yes, opportunity to expand. I love the Three of Wands because it's always expansion, but it's like climbing a ladder that you don't see where the end goes. So this is not just about expanding. You're expanding, but you're also opening up to possibilities, to endless possibilities. This is more wands. This reading is nothing but wands, and I love that because the moon is water. The moon is about emotions, but all of the emotions that are coming into play here are are creative ones, passionate ones. And it's interesting because Capricorn is an earth. It's an earth energy. And of course, it just came out of Sagittarius, or it's coming out of Sagittarius. So that's very fiery. It's very curious. It's very adventurous. It's very wanting to travel, wanting to learn new languages, wanting to connect with new people, wanting to learn higher education. So we've come out of this. We've been in this energy. You know what I mean? And now it's time to, boss up, to level up. You know what I mean? To take what we got and what we've been doing and just run with it. Because Capricorn is really about status, climbing a ladder. So even though these are wands and fire, and Capricorn is there to ground, is to take everything and ground it, and to how do I want to say, to contract it almost. Even though there's no Libra energy here. It's like you're meeting the passion with the practicality. So you're now taking things you've been dreaming or feeling, and you're putting it together. You're actually materializing it. You're creating. It's here. It's in your hands. And the possibilities are endless with the Three of Wands here. So sky is the limit. Actually, there is no limit. So you go beyond the sky. However far you want to go, speak those dreams and intentions, and especially into your interactions with the moon, because ain't no limits to the possibilities. There's so much expansion that is being offered to you at this time. Whether it's up to you if you want to take advantage of it. It's up to you if you want to like set it in stone. It's up to you if you want to throw momentum on it. It's up to you if you want to put energy into it, put focus into it. It's up to you if you want to speak those things and think those things and write those things down and set those intentions and allow them to spiral, because the success is there, but you gotta believe it, and like Spirit said, fight for it, but with intent. Okay, we got the strength card here. So this is about your conversation with yourself. Are you speaking successful things to yourself? Are you speaking life into yourself? Are you speaking that confidence into yourself? Is that what your conversation are your conversations and your thoughts about the things that you are desiring to be successful in? And that's what you're working on right now. That's what this new moon is all about. It's about refocusing your mind, refocusing your heart, refocusing your words, your internal conversation to be in alignment with what you've already planted seeds for, so that you can allow it to expand the way that it is, right? The way that it's going down right now. I love this. So there's a lot of Leo energy here. So my Leos, we're talking to you. There's a lot of fire here. So my Aries, my Sagittarius, we're talking to you. Those of you have, heavy placements there. in those fiery places, those creative places. We're talking to you, okay? My earth signs, we're talking to you too. My Capricorns, Taurus, and Virgo, we're talking to you too. There's so much possibility here when it comes to your relationships. There's so much possibility here when it comes to your artwork or your crafts or whatever you're building, whatever you're doing. Ooh, and not only are you gonna have the opportunity to create. Look, I got all excited. I'm like all choked up. To create or to even become intimate, that is going to build stability. So now we have another pentacle coming into play. All this fire and then these pentacles. One to start it, the ace, and one to finish it, baby, the 10. And those of you who know me know the 10 of pentacles is my favorite card in any deck, because why? This is the card that says that you can have it all. This is the investment. This is the outcome of the investment. This is the land that you've been talking about, the gardens y'all wanted to grow. This is this art studio you've been talking about. This is the relationship you've been talking about. This is the babies you've been talking about. Okay? Okay, this is the studio equipment you've been talking about. Okay? You know what I mean? This is all of it. These are the investments you've been talking about. Okay? This is the return. Man, I feel I want to stop there. Ain't nothing else to say. 10 of Pentacles. Stop playing. Okay, stop playing. Stop playing. Okay, stop playing with your dreams. Now's the time. There's no more dilly dally. You're so creative. You're so talented. Maybe you thought this was a hobby. Maybe somebody told you it was a joke. Maybe it's something that you think everybody's good at, and so you take it like with a grain of salt. But you're talented. You have the ability to do something with your hands that no one else can do. And if many other people are doing it, no one can do it like you can. There's something about you. There's something about the way you do that is different. You know? And the thing is, you love it, so you're going to enjoy doing it, so it's not going to feel like a drudgery. And people are going to want to connect with you. They're going to want to collaborate. They're going to want to watch you. They're going to want to pay you. You know what I'm saying? This is exciting. Okay, so let's stay away from distractions. This is the warning right here. Let's stay away from distractions, right, Capricorn? This is where Saturn comes in and says, okay, all this fire and spice and passion is great. Look at all the pentacles, and literally we only saw pentacles, wands. We've got one sword finally coming in, okay? Because the thing is, Saturn comes in, like all this fire and spice and passion is great, but we gonna have to get it together. We gonna have to get it together, put the work in, do the work. So what's distracting you? What's distracting you? What's distracting you from putting the work in? You know what you want to do. You ain't gonna get there if you're not putting some energy onto it or into it. So what's distracting you? What's keeping you? And a lot of it is just yourself with this worry. This is when our head gets in the mixed. My air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. What y'all overthinking about? What you worried about? What are you in anxiety about? This is why Spirit is saying, be here right now. Be here right now. Speak to yourself. Be here right now. Get into your affirmations. Get into your mirror talks. Get into your conversations with self. Okay, release tension. Okay, spend less time worrying about things that just are not involved in what you're building right now. You know what I mean? Just spend less time worrying about those things. Okay, because that's what leads you into anxiety and worry, because it's distraction. And so Saturn comes in to say, hey, I'm coming. I'm coming with the gifts here, baby. You planted these seeds. You ready? Are you ready for me? Are you ready? Did you get ready? Yes, I'm delivering. Did you get ready? You put the work in. I made sure you was about it. Are you ready? And here we go. It's all coming in. But are you ready? Or are you distracted? Are you in anxiety? Are you stressed? Are you, not resting well? Are you not taking care of your body well? Are you worried? Or do you trust everything that you fought for, that you was passionate about? Or do you trust your skills and your talents? Do you feel confident? Are you boosting your confidence? It's time. It's time. There's much celebration to come. Much to um, to move forward in, even if you feel like giving up sometimes, that's the time you push the hardest because that means it's close. That means it's really close. And also be comfortable in your authenticity. Be comfortable in your authenticity, but that takes letting go of disappointments from the past. That takes being, in the know that mistakes or things that people said or things that didn't work out well were all things that I needed, all things that I needed to get me where I'm going. They were all preparation. They were all skill sets. They were all character building. They were all things that were allowing me to be more and more and more comfortable with my authenticity, with being who I am unapologetically. Because you're so creative, you're so beautiful, you're so handsome, you're so, spicy. Like, this is keep going, keep going. Don't let any of those mishaps, impact how you feel about yourself. Understand that all those things, when you finally get to where you're going and you have all of the, you're ready, you're prepared, you're gonna be thankful for those things that happen. Like, dang, now I get it. Now I understand. Um, right now, the biggest message here is to stay out of your head to the point where you are anxious and worried, and also to get rest, take care of your body, focus on your health right now. And then take stock of what's really distracts you from your goals, what really distracts you from the things that you're passionate about, and spend less time, there, spend less time there. Okay. All right, all righty. Let's get a dragon oracle. This is just an overall guidance, and I'll read it to you. And then those of you who are interested, I feel like, yeah, we're gonna take all three of these. Okay, three popped out, and we're gonna take all three because, baby, speak your dreams. Okay. The moon message is about speaking your dreams, about getting clear about your intentions, getting clear about your manifestations, getting clear about what it is that you desire, getting clear about what it is that you want to heal, getting clear about the energy that you want to grow, getting clear about your behavior patterns that you would like to increase and the behavior patterns that you would like to decrease, getting clear about those things, getting clear about becoming the road that you are building, becoming the person who lives the life that you are creating. Ooh, and I just saw 2222. Okay, go look that up. Speak those dreams. This is very earthy tones, very green, very burnt orange, but there's also a lot of blue back here. So this is about grounding and then speaking clearly. Grounding and then speaking clearly. And with love. Because this is the thing, when we're dwelling on, things and people that we feel like we're disappointments, or we're distracting ourselves, period. And so if you can come at everything from a place of love, then you're just like, man, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that lesson. Thank you for that clarity. Thank you for that skill. Thank you for building me up. Thank you for getting me ready. Thank you for getting me prepared. Okay, so with love, speak your dreams, because all of this is leading you into your purpose. This is not just about, things you want to be doing here and there. You're literally in a space and time and energy of, building up your purpose, what you live in this life for, what you came here to be doing, what your spirit feels on the inside, and this is what's being highlighted for you. What is your purpose? What is the point? What is the purpose? What is your intention? What are you doing? That's what this moon is highlighting for you, this new moon. Okay, so get determined, get in your bag, get in your determination. This is very orange, very solar plexus, very sacral solar plexus energy, even going into, there's some even green tone on this rock here. So we got heart chakra. It's like connecting all the dots, you know what I mean? It's just like building up your seeing the vision so clearly and being so in love with it that you can feel it now, that you can live it now, that you can be it now. It's that type of determination, okay? Not killing yourself, not taking yourself out. None of that. You know what I mean? Not being so hard on yourself and heavy on yourself, but feeling the love of the journey now. the purpose of the journey now. That type of determination. Okay. I saw 444, so go look that up. 444, you're also very protected. 444, make sure you're taking care of your boundaries. Okay, you're very protected on this journey. Like this video if you love this reading. Drop me a comment. Share the video, and you can find all my information in the description. Definitely go follow my social medias if that's what you'd like to do. Subscribe to my channel if you've not done so already. If you are interested in donating, my information is down there. If you want to support my channel and the growth, baby, the growth. And I appreciate you so much. I love you so much. Y'all are dope. Y'all are dope. And I'm privileged to connect. All right, my darlings. Again, I am Zin Uru Renee, and this is Renee in Tune, and this is your new moon message for the very first new moon of 2024. I wish you a very empowering year, and I will be posting zodiac sign videos, so look out for those. There'll be a separate one for every sign. They are applicable to your sun, moon, and rising sign, so check those out if you want to get some more, intimate messages for yourself. And definitely look out moving forward, because I'll be posting those very regularly. I would like to do them weekly, and I'm going to be doing pick a cards, so you can post a suggestion on this video or any video that you find. I will see the comments. Or you can DM me my messages. Just if I don't respond right away, there's a lot of messages in there, so give me a moment. But definitely send me some suggestions of questions that you have, things you want more insight or guidance upon, because I would like to post you a pick a card weekly if it rolls that way. So thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Keep shining, baby.